Welcome back, Boomers, to yet another episode of Boom Beach. It is the 21st of November, and it is a Volcano day today. So let's go ahead and have a look at how I've taken on Dr. Terra the first couple of stages, because I've already attacked him 6 or so times. I failed Terra stage 7 the first time, but I'll be able to defeat him the second time around. So let's go ahead and just scout out, or just have a look at the first couple of attacks that I've done, while you guys can learn. I do drop like a fewer amounts, like I don't drop all of the 64 warriors usually in the first couple of stages, just due to the fact that I want to show some of the guys that aren't as leveled up as I am, or as strong as me, how I'd go about doing these stages. And also sometimes it's actually even easier to do Dr. Terra with less warriors, because the pathing is a lot easier. Sometimes if you say you've got 49 warriors instead of 64, they all follow a nice smooth line, whereas if you've got 64, sometimes they just move around wherever they choose, and that's no fun. Alright, so over here, it's pretty obvious what we do. We go ahead and harvest all that beautiful gunboat energy that we've got over here, that Supercell have given us. There's definitely quite a bit. I do something a little bit different here. I drop my barrage just to clear out those supplies and that boom mine. But over here, I actually go ahead and smoke, just to regroup my guys, and then I start pretty much... Actually, no, this is not the stage. Sorry. My bad. Must be thinking about a different stage. Here I just, I guess, smoke to the headquarters once we're safe, and get the shock launcher and some of these machine guns which are right next to the headquarters. So that was also fairly simple. I'm not sure if I should keep doing videos like this. I mean, this one won't have a face cam, unfortunately. But I like doing the replay type videos because it's just so much quicker as well. It's not me just blabbering on, because I think on the spot live while we're recording, so I don't use any hacks or anything like some other YouTubers do that do these types of videos. So I pretty much just think on the spot while we're recording, so I probably do blabber on quite a bit more than what's necessary. So here we gather up onto the supply point, and I'm pretty sure, yes, this is the stage that I was thinking of. So then I go ahead and flare onto the shock launcher, and we destroy that shock launcher, shock the cannons, and we keep on destroying the cannons, and then we shock at these 3 defenses, and then we flare onto the headquarters. So this one was a fairly easy stage, to be quite honest, if you go ahead and just use the shocks correctly. I mean, my shock bombs are, or my shock blasts, whatever you wish to call them, are quite strong. So they last, what, 10 seconds I think it is when they're maxed out. They definitely last a while. I remember when I was first playing with my shock bombs, as soon as I unlocked them, they didn't last very long at all. So over here, we barrage these supplies and a couple of these mines out over here. And I should be sending in an artillery shell any moment now. Please, hopefully. No, okay, well, surprisingly I don't. But what I do is flare onto the flamethrower. I offset the smoke that's on the flamethrower a little bit close to the headquarters, so there's less of a gap. I should have destroyed some of these mines, though. That's what I should have done. I'm really surprised I didn't shoot an artillery out over here. But, okay. For whatever reason, I didn't. And just drop a couple of heals. A very simple stage. Nothing too much to worry about there at all. Very easy stage. I must have thought that I would be saving up an artillery instead of going for these supplies for maybe these mines, but I forgot to, or something of the sort. Only bad thing about showing the replays is that I can't actually show you how much headquarters health there was. This stage was very, very simple though. All we really need to do is just drop 1 shock on that shock launcher and the boom cannon, and the other cannon as well. So I don't really destroy any supplies. Go ahead and double smoke the beach, flare onto that machine gun, and then smoke it. Then we smoke and flare our way onto the sniper tower. One guy decides to go astray, but that's alright. One guy even gets shocked, but he still manages to get out alive, because that was like a level 1 shock launcher, I think it was. Very low level. Then we'll just go ahead and smoke and flare onto the headquarters. And I'm pretty sure I just drop 1 smoke. Oh, sorry, 1 shock, and then the rest heals on the headquarters. Actually, no, I must have dropped 2 shocks on both shock launchers, because they were both in range. That was a very good stage though. We only lost 1 guy. Stage 6 was a little bit worse off though. So let's go have a look at this. I do lose 64 of my warriors, so I didn't choose the best path for this stage. So let's have a look at what I do. Now, I didn't go around the right hand side because there's just too many rocket launchers about, and we just eat up that gunboat energy. So what I do is I clear out a path, get rid of those mines around, and in hindsight, I probably should have moved over a little bit further to the right, like to where this shock launcher is, but you guys will see where I think I messed up. If I drop my guys any time soon, hopefully. It doesn't feel like I wait that long. There we go. We drop him and flare him onto the sniper tower. Only lose one guy on the path there. Now, over here, I probably should have told my guys to come up to maybe this cannon. Probably would have been a bit better. Tell them to come up a little bit too far to the left, and there's quite a bit of damage that they suffer from, these guys. That was unfortunate. And then here I correct myself onto that sniper tower, and then we go onto the headquarters. So maybe going from the sniper tower to the cannon, and then maybe to the sniper tower again probably would have been better. Drop a couple of heals, or one heal, just to make sure my guys stay alive. And then I drop 2 shocks, it seems like. And there's not really all that much that is able to get to us. Apart from that, well, actually that's a bit silly, but there's that shock launcher that's able to really get to us. But other than that, it's pretty much just the sniper towers and cannons that are around there. But yeah, that was definitely not the best pathing for that stage, to say the least. Now let's go ahead and get into Terror Stage 7 live right over here. If I can actually click on Terror Stage 7. Now I figured out how to path my guys. So the headquarters has 160 plus 259,000 health. Quite a bit. I'll be using critters for this stage just to clear out a lot of these supplies. And the way I'm going to be dropping them is a little bit offset to the right. So not exactly in between these sets of supplies, but further to the right. So that way we get like a couple only onto the supplies on the left, because there's not much that's able to even get to us, apart from like one cannon or so. Alright, so apart from that, what I'm going to do is, this is the headquarters, and I was looking for a path, and the best path to me seems like it is over here. So getting onto this sniper tower, yeah, it seems like. I'm pretty sure it is, yep, seems like it. And then getting onto the headquarters like in a straight line, because if we look, we've got the sniper tower all the way to the machine gun and all the way to this machine gun, all in a line. Only thing that's a little bit off center is the shock launcher, but that's alright with me. Okay, so let's go ahead and attack and hope for the best. Alright, no boosts as well today, so a little bit further to the right. My critters are maxed out though, so there we go, we get 3 that split off, so that's all good. There we go, this is why I sent so many guys into the right hand side, because on the left we managed to get everything there super easy. Alright, so now what are we going to do? I'm going to get rid of this boom mine, and that should be it for now. Now next up, what I'm going to do is go ahead and get all of my guys up around here. Go ahead and smoke them onto that sniper tower. Okay, that wasn't too bad. So I'll go ahead and get them onto that sniper tower. And unfortunately, 2 or so guys run around quite crazily. We do lose, let's see, 4 guys I think they're in the path, but that's alright. Now this first shock that I'm going to drop is the most important. So let's go have a look. I try to get that shock launcher and the flamethrower, and I think we do a good job of that. Drop a couple of heals down, as many as I can. A lot of our guys die from those rocket launcher hits because they all add up very, very quickly. Alright, so let's go ahead and give Terror Stage 7 my 3rd shot. I'm pretty sure this is my 3rd shot. I'm going to be going ahead and using a completely different path to what I did in the first 2 attempts. So let's go give this a shot. First couple of attempts, I'm not sure if I'll include them in the video. I tried to use this sniper tower over here. And because pretty much all the defenses are in a straight line, I followed that line to the headquarters. Unfortunately, that didn't really work out all that well for me. So what I'm going to be doing is trying out a different path, of course. So over here, let's go ahead and drop a barrage just above this mine next to the rocket launcher. And hopefully that'll clear out some of these other mines. And unfortunately, it doesn't really do as well as I wanted to because there's a boom mine there, but that's alright. Okay, I know what I'm going to do is drop a bunch of critters a little bit further to the right over here. Did we drop them? There we go. They take a little while to actually get there. Alright, so there's 5 there, and hopefully they'll withstand the rocket launcher attack and actually destroy that supply point. Indeed, they do just in time. We definitely got very lucky there. Alright, so take a little bit of the headquarters health off, which is okay, but nothing major. So now let's go ahead and plant our warriors pretty much. So we'll go drop all of these guys. We'll destroy this one supply point. And that should be fairly simple. Let's go ahead and now flare them and smoke this bunker. And then we go ahead and flare them onto this sniper tower. Alrighty. And then once they get near, I'm going to go ahead and flare our guys onto the headquarters. Couple of them run over the shock mine, but that's okay with me. Now we're going to use at least 3 shocks. Now this one right here is the most important one as well, with the shock launcher and the flamethrower. If you manage to get both of them, you will be in a very, very good position. Now the rocket launchers all add up and they do quite a bit of damage. Definitely stacks up, but thankfully with 64 warriors, it all adds up. Now, this one was a very, very difficult stage, so I would highly recommend a boost if you don't have anywhere near as much power as me, or strength. But that's how I'd go about taking on Dr. Terror on the 21st of November. Apologies about the different format, but unfortunately not much I could do about that today. Till next time though, I'll see you guys later.